what are you working on right now?
I'm working on a. This is like the classic. Everyone is doing this, but I'm working on a pilot.
Uh-huh.
And it's called Invisible People. That's the working title. And this might be too much things, but it's about like, it's about how a lot of the times in the back of house, every restaurant that you go to, whether it's Mediterranean, sushi, Italian, the people in the back of the house, cleaning the dishes, cooking the actual food are
Right.
Hispanics or people from Latin American countries, and so it kind of is highlighting those people and giving a voice to an otherwise invisible people.
Wow, so the show is actually called Invisible People?
That's a working title, yeah.
Yeah, that there's a show called Invisible Man, or movie called Invisible Man.
I don't give a F about that.
It's with that great Caucasian actress.
Carey Mulligan?
Carey Mulligan
don't you just hear that name and you go, this is going to be a problem.
I almost I taste a white person. I can taste Panera Bread. Like I say Carey Mulligan and I taste the broccoli cheddar soup from frickin' Panera Bread.
You can like picture the table and you're going, can I help you? It's like,
wait, because Carey Mulligan is standing there?
Or she's like at the table and she's like, she's actually really nice, but
why? You've talked to her?
No. I can picture her being very nice, but you are just subservient.
So you can picture her being nice.
I picture her being very nice, and everyone's like, she's really nice, but you're always subservient to her.
Me?
You or like
you mean like the Rodriguez Barrigas?
Yeah, exactly, of the world.
Yeah.
Like people can be really nice, but they know they're nice because they know they're better than you.
You want to know why I know that's true? You want to know why?
Yes, please.
That is, you don't want to know why I know that's true? Because I know it about me.
Because you do the same thing.
I have a gift.
We're coming out hot.
Should we just? Yeah, we.
Okay.
I'm still being humble. We're being humble, right? But
sure,
listen,
yeah.
I just know what I have.
Okay.
I can kind of turn a room. I turn a room. I really am. I really can turn a room.
Okay.
And I mean that in a conversational way. Like,
okay.
It'll be like a room of hojos, a bunch of humbos.
Hojos.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, but anyways, wait, that got kind of loud. But anyways,
no, keep going. That you were very on a thing.
Well, I know that I'm kind of the life of the party. I know I'm the life of the party, and therefore I am nice. Well, like if it's cool people,
it allows you to be nice. I think that I think if you know that you're so perfect and you have all, I think then you can operate from a place of, oh, I'm nice. Nice is easy.
Yeah.
But if you suck all the time,
well, I'm kind of fucked up because I go, I'm giving you something.
Right.
I'm kind of handing you.
Well, that's exactly the thing I mean. She's probably sitting there going, yes, I'll help.
Right, and I'm not even a movie star.
Right.
Imagine her being a movie.
Oh yeah.
She's probably super nice. Like okay, so I met Lana Del Rey. Like I served Lana Del Rey. I actually worked at 2 different restaurants where Lana Del Rey, the artist,
artist and musician.
Yeah, not the llama. Lana Del Rey.
Llama Del Rey.
Llama Del Rey.
Sorry, go ahead.
What? Anyway, what?
No, go ahead.
Anyways, I worked at 2 places where she would come in a lot, and she was always very, very nice to me.
Right.
Most of the time, she was nice to me, but I always thought it was like a very I'm privileged nice.
Yeah, isn't there is different kinds of niceness.
It's a great point.
Yeah, and it's a very showy kind of selfish niceness. Cause remember when we went to New Mexico and those people were nice and they didn't want any. They weren't like, look at me kind of nice. They were just like.
New Mexico was sort of like, I have my own issues.
I'm
a meth addict, so
right.
I'm nice and I don't even know. Here, I'll smile at you. I have no teeth, but I'll smile at you.
Or when it started pouring and the people come in and seek refuge.
Remember the hail?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Remember it was like the only time that it ever hailed in the frickin' death. Well, actually, because Evie and I went to New Mexico and it hailed, but didn't you hear from some people that it had? This is crazy. We've never seen this kind of hail.
We heard conflicting stories.
We did.
Yeah.
'Cause
And they were like, no, it happens all the time.
the people outside the restaurant, they go, yeah, you just kind of gotta wait it out. This
Yeah.
happens every. Remember, it was like the older couple were just like, yeah, because I was like, oh my god, it's gonna put dings on my car. It's so much hail, and they go, nah, it's not big enough. We
I
don't get
do
that
remember
kind
that.
of hail. That kind of hail we don't get. And I was like, oh, these are the people that know.
They parked
But the
right next to us, and they had a
Yeah.
shitty truck.
They had a shitty truck.
I remember they had kind of like a not nice
God.
truck,
Was it full of dents?
and it was full of dents. And it was just full of
Little
all these hail dents.
And they're like, no, look at our car. It's a design.
It's fine, yeah.
it's fine.
But yeah, that's to say, yeah. Wait, how do we end up here? Oh my god.
People being nice and stuff. And
Lana
Mexico.
Del Rey.
Yeah, Lana Del Rey, New Mexico. Lana Del Rey was cool. You know, I made a lot of lattes. I think
Right.
I've told everybody I know that I've made Lana Del Rey cappuccino. Well, she liked cappuccinos. It's not lattes.
Okay, so can you tell me the difference between a latte and a cappuccino?
Gladly. You fell into my trap because I was waiting for you to say that.
Well, maybe you fell into my trap. I knew that you were gonna enjoy and talking about.
You
coffee.
knew that I knew that I wanted that to happen. So
Yeah.
what? You just know me really well.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, sometimes I listen to this recording and I go, we have very distinct points of view, but then sometimes we mirror each other to the point where I can't tell the difference between you
and who I am.
and then slowly our arms go and like you just absorb me and you go and you're like, you have both microphones.
I think that's a twisted fantasy of yours that I want no part of.
And then you take all your clothes off and I go, oh, you took your clothes off? Here, come in the shower.
This is the time. Okay, I want to hear this though because I actually do. Well, I'm like kind of a recent coffee drinker, but I do decaf.
You drink coffee now?
Well, I do decaf. I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker.
So, well, actually, I would beg to differ.
Well, every once in a while, I'll do an iced decaf latte with oat milk, which I really like.
Yeah, you like oat milk.
I love oat milk. I would just do oat milk.
Alone?
An oat milk with oat milk and oat milk.
Oat milk on oat milk?
Hi, can I have an oat milk, iced oat milk with oat milk and oat milk?
God, what comedy sketch is this? And then he just throws like a big glass of milk at you or something.
Yeah, it's like a, what is that like? Anyway,
Milk?
can you say what the thing is? The difference?
Well, I feel like you would know like what the difference between a cappuccino and a latte is.
I genuinely do not know.
A cappuccino has more foam. So
Oh, that's it?
Well, I'm sure there's probably some sort of barista out there that's gonna fucking challenge me, but
Okay.
in very, very simplistic terms, a cappuccino has more foam. And
Like,
have you
and it's
rem-
wait. But a latte, I know a latte is an espresso that is then put with milk or something, and that makes it a latte, right?
No, they both have espresso and milk.
No,
Those are the basic ingredients.
No, I know, but I'm saying a latte can be a latte is an espresso with milk.
Yes. Yes.
Did I enter? Did
What
I break
kind
you
of
somehow?
coffee do you like? No, a cappuccino is espresso and milk. It's the same thing.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying
Do you understand that?
I do understand that. I get what you're saying. A cappuccino and a latte are the same thing. They're both made from espresso and milk. Just the cappuccino has more foam or froth or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
foam.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's a great point because there's different types of foam. There's dry foam, and
Right.
there's a froth.
Okay.
A frothy foam.
What's an Americano?
Latte actually has frothy foam. I'm sorry?
What's an Americano?
Oh, America. I hate Americanos.
But what is it?
It's just espresso and hot water.
Oh, instead of milk?
Also known as coffee. Fucking Americano, my
But-
asshole.
But I panicked one time because I went to order. I said I went to the store, the coffee shop, and I went, "Do you guys have decaf coffee?" And they go, "Oh, well, we can only make like a decaf espresso." And I wanted a latte in my head, right? And I went, "Oh, never mind." And I walked out of the coffee shop.
You gave them something to talk about that
panicked.
night. You panicked?
Because I didn't know. I went, well, I don't want an espresso. What the hell's an espresso? I didn't know.
You went, and you tapped your chin, and a big bloop, bloop, bloop sweat came out. You turned bright red. You said, where is the bathroom? Like, I'm thinking, like, you know, people in anime when they get stressed.
Oh, and they have like veins come out of their foreheads.
You know, my sister said something funny about anime. She said, why do they make a noise for every facial reaction they have?
Yeah.
No. No. You know, like, and he's just...
Yeah, right.
That was enough sound for him to frown.
Right.
You just heard a man frown. Whoever knew that frowning makes a sound, but...
And you think about the recording
point. I just thought it was kind
of...
No,
I think it's a good point.
Yeah.
And you think about the recording sessions. They have to do all of that.
Okay, John, it's going really well.
Right.
But just a little more guttural when he first...
Oh?
Yeah. Yeah. Grunt in Japanese. Versus Chinese. I don't know. Is that racist?
No, that's good. That's good.
It's a comedic little...
A little tidbit, huh?
But yeah, so I just
What's a
want
bit?
to go by, it's kind of a bit, I guess. Maybe I could write it down.
You know what they wrote? You know they do bits. I guess I never realized that bits are bits. Like when you think about a bit of a small bit.
A drill bit?
A drill bit. Bits like bit.
Well, for the lay people listening, a bit is a comedic little bunch of little point of view, a little thing to talk about.
Right.
A joke is a kind of a ba-bum, ba-bum. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-bum.
It has structure. Da-da. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum.
Yeah, what would you say the sound of a good structured joke is?
Of a joke?
Because I have my own theory.
Okay, I would go... It's not how it's...
Where are we? South Korea?
Wait, I was trying to give like a nondescript language so that...
Okay, sorry.
So it's just the rhythm that you focus on.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it depends on what kind of joke, but let's see. Let's... I
can't help but see the anime guy
never
doing
mind.
this.
Yeah, this is...
It's like the guy from that show Parasite, or like what's the one where the girl is like she goes to the festival, the carnival, the anime, it's the most Studio Ghibli, the most famous.
Oh, Spirited Away.
Yeah.
I love that film.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good film.
I've watched it like 3 times.
Really? 3 times?
Yeah.
See, I don't know if I could watch it 3 times.
Not in a row, but...
Oh, but over the course of your life?
Have you ever watched a movie 3 times?
I watched... You know, this is going to sound like a joke, but it's not. But I watched the movie Shrek like I think 150 times. Because we had a contest in school.
Oh, that's the worst.
I know.
So what, you must know a line from Shrek or something.
Well, yeah, I know. Yeah, you know the lines. Donkey. Come on, Shrek.
Hey, man, what's up?
Yeah, come on, Shrek.
Well, you do it better, yeah.
Well,
I guess because you've had some experience.
I perfected it. Yeah. What were we saying though? Because, oh man, see, this is what happens.
Well, I'm very good at remembering what we talked about.
Oh, are you really?
You want me to recap what we've talked about?
No. I just want you to know where I want to go back to.
We never fully heard what you think a cappuccino versus a latte.
I want you to tell me. This is actually really funny because there are so many threads. I want you to tell me what you think a joke sounds like.
Oh yeah.
The sonic.
Oh yeah.
The sonic representation of a joke.
Well, Tim Heidecker kind of does it, but anyways, you saw that.
Did you see the stand-up? We gotta watch.
He's like playing it. Well, I've seen clips of it.
Yeah,
because you showed it to me.
Yeah, where he goes. He goes, all right, everybody. You know, what's the difference between? Okay, we got it. Everyone, all right. He like fumbles through it.
And then I was eating a ham sandwich the other day, and he like makes fun of it, like
right,
very ironic, like.
Well, he's playing, at the El Rey Theater.
El Rey?
Yeah,
not Lana Del Rey.
Not Lana Del Rey. I know that's a callback.
But we're just full of them.
Yeah, we are.
I think we might be really smart.
That's like the. If you hear somebody say that, they're usually not very smart.
I'm completely ignorant.
Like that's like the most. If I was in a room and someone goes, "I'm really smart," I would go, stay away from that person forever.
I know, right? Well, if they walk in the room and they go, "I'm really smart,"
Right?
You go, "No one's talking to you." Also, this is a freaking like Alcoholics Anonymous, like what or an improv class.
It's alcohol.
People are very
AA.
weird.
Yeah.
People are very.
Have you ever
weird
been to AA?
I feel like I have because the friends that I've had that are in AA, Jesus Christ, they don't shut up about it.
Right.
That's my only thing about AA. I think it's probably a very good program.
I think it is a good program.
But the people that come out of AA, they don't shut up about AA.
Well, I think it's kind of they have nothing left, and so the AA is their A. Think about that.
The AA is their A? Are
A,
you working on a bumper sticker?
A being alcohol. Like, they're used to being alcohol being their it. They're all. They're everything. And
But
so
they're not very anonymous about it. They want you to know.
I guess that's true, yeah. Well, don't you say your name? Hi, my name is... And I'm an alcoholic.
Well, I guess who are you being anonymous to? Are you being anonymous to the other people?
To the world, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well...
I don't know. What were we saying?
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you know what I never got to do? The sound to a joke.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Go ahead.
How you doing tonight? So the other day... I'm saying words. Okay, I can't do words.
Well, you could do words, yeah.
Hey, so you guys ever take shit? No, that's a bad one. Okay, you want to hear like a real one?
I do, yeah.
So the other day, this might be no McDonald's.
Yeah, why do you sound like just like a grandpa or something?
You're like some sort of Westerner,
in the South, yeah.
or like a puppet. I don't know. I think it goes.
That was good.
I think seriously, this is the sound.
But you went. Was it?
I'm gonna do it. What?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Fine. I'm gonna do it. Okay.
No. Well, I was gonna do something, but.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's hear it.
Well, no, I think you're gonna go ahead.
Well, I've stopped now. I've come to a complete stop.
Right, but I now want you to go ahead because you had the first impulse.
No.
No. I'm gonna say no.
They laugh right there.
Why was it so?
That's an expert comic. That's an expert level comic.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I take your word for it.
No,
I shook
I'm
my
joking.
head at first.
You know what the expert comic would do?
What?
Manner. And everyone goes. It's like when Cat Williams goes, Wendy Williams is Bigfoot, and everyone goes,
hey, that's pretty good.
Well, that's what he does.
No, but that was a good impression.
The voice,
huh?
it's very easy to do.
No, you lost it.
Oh my god. Wendy Williams is Bigfoot. It's
that's
when
good.
You think about it that you start to fuck up.
Right.
But what were you gonna say? Okay, let's throw it back.
No, I wasn't gonna say. No, I think that's good. I guess I don't watch enough stand up to know to be able to do this.
Well, what were you? No, but you were gonna do something before. Why is yours always in another country?
Yeah, I don't know. Mine is.
That was like Ukrainian, maybe, or like.
No,
it's still somewhere in Asia. Let's hear like a Ukrainian. What they would do.
That's gonna. That's pretty good.
And they all go. What are they, otters? You know what you reminded me of? What's the movie where all the seagulls go, mine?
Finding
mine.
Nemo.
Oh, yeah, that's what
Mine?
You reminded me of a Pixar movie.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So what are we doing now?
I actually don't know. No, don't look at the time yet.
You got to stop doing those time checks.
No, I know. I said don't look at the time. So think about that.
Well, now I'm looking for it.
I actually don't think that this is bothering me listening to it either.
I know. I think that we might be getting better at flow. And,
right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to take a breath.
So, how are things going in your relationship?
Oh my God, we're not going to talk about this.
You don't want to talk about your relationship?
But I would say that things are going very well.
That's good. Why did you say that?
No, I'm saying, yeah.
Are they really going well?
Absolutely. They're going wonderfully.
Things are going really well.
No, I didn't. I said they're going.
Around like
oh my God! Here we go. No, things are going great. How are things in your life?
How are things in my? You don't even want to ask if I'm in a relationship.
How many things?
I got.
Well,
asked
I already know.
I got asked on a date the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I didn't go. Yeah.
Why didn't you go?
Well, because he wouldn't tell me his name.
Right.
And then he flaked and I blocked him.
Wow.
It's a pretty boring story.
Yeah, well, that's what I feel like. If my thing's gonna be boring too, because things are
your relationship.
Well, things are going so well. It's almost like, there's nothing to kind of. It just feels a lot different than my previous relationship. It feels like I can talk about things. And I think that's a key thing in a relationship is being able to communicate. You
can talk about things in the relationship, or you could talk about the relationship.
You can talk about both. You can talk about...
Well, you're not willing to talk about
how you
your
feel.
Relationship right now.
Because...
Sorry, I'll leave it alone.
Okay.
I'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
I know when I'm barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I have a good sense about these things. Do you smell lotion right now?
I don't. I smell...
You probably smell lotion. Do you smell coconut?
I can't really smell anything.
Oh, I put lotion on my feet right before you came.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, in case you want to suck on my feet. In case you want to suck on a
I knew you were coming, and so I put lotion on my feet.
Yeah, I know. I know you like the coconut flavor. So.
No, I really can't smell it, though.
Well, yeah, it's kind of pungent to me. It might be on my hands.
Oh, there you go.
Isn't it hard to find a good smelling lotion?
Yeah, it kind of is. It really is.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. I usually just use baby lotion.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Baby lotion?
I use Johnson & Johnson's baby lotion.
Or baby oil.
No, baby lotion.
What's baby lotion?
It's like in a pink container. And it smells good. And I always say, what I always say? If you would use it on a baby, you would use it on yourself. Like, that logic seems to make sense.
Are you working on a slogan for Johnson & Johnson?
No, I'm just...
What do you say that in the mirror?
When people...
or like in the store, like you're holding the bottle and no one else is there. And
if you would use it on a baby.
You would use it on yourself. And just then, like, a Mexican woman is passing by and she just goes...
Hey, that's actually kind of an interesting idea for like a short or something. Like, like it starts off with like a weird thing like that, and then yeah. Anyway. Well,
no, but what's the short? I think that he thinks that is the slogan. So the next shot is him on Expedia.com, and he books a ticket to the headquarters of Johnson & Johnson.
And he types in an Expedia, he goes, headquarters of Johnson & Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know how, like, in shows and movies, they're conveying the message that they're traveling.
Right.
But you know how they do that? They show the tires of the airplane going,
yeah.
And then, like, a serene shot of
Ding.
the plane taking off. Yeah, and then, like,
Ding.
There's, like, music or whatever, and the guy's, like, leaning against the window. He's sleeping, and something witty happens. He gets a little bit of drool or something.
Right.
But yeah, then he goes to the headquarters and pitches that slogan, and they go, no.
And that's the end of the show.
They go, you didn't have an appointment. And he keeps saying it in the lobby. If you'll use it on a baby, you'll use it on yourself.
As they kick him out.
Yeah. And then just as he's getting kicked out,
the president, Johnson himself.
Which Johnson? The first one or the second one? Or Nick Kroll's dad? Because I think Nick Kroll is related to Johnson & Johnson.
You're right. Yeah. He's an heir.
Nick Kroll, the actor.
And you would that is interesting that he would change his name to Kroll, because it's kind of like if I was Evie Johnson.
Well, Johnson is a very common name, I would say.
Well, yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
No, I think you're. I mean, plenty of presidents have had that name. That's when you
Lyndon B. Johnson.
When a president has had the name and it's like carried, you kind of go, oh, okay.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean it's carried?
Because like Jefferson, Washington, like Roosevelt. If your name was Roosevelt, Joe Roosevelt.
You might have just given me my new stage name.
Oh, here we
Joe
go.
Roosevelt?
That's actually kind of cool.
Joe Roosevelt or Joe Roosevelt?
No, Joe Roosevelt. That's actually kind of good.
I got to write this down.
Hey, guys, I'm Joe Roosevelt, and I, thanks for having me tonight. Good night.
Wait, it's got to exist, right?
All right, guys. You guys probably know this guy from Just for Laughs Festival. ABC's been on ABC's Try to Make Me Laugh. He's just an all-around really, really funny guy. My best friend, Joe Roosevelt.
Hello, how you doing? I'll talk different. I'm trying to, or like I'll talk like a Lyndon or the Roosevelt guy. Like, maybe I'll do presidential jokes about Roosevelt or something.
Yeah, that's kind of. I
Maybe
kind of
this
just
is
gave you a thing, huh?
You're gonna save my career.
Joe Roosevelt. I do like it.
Joseph Willard Roosevelt was a person. He was an American pianist and composer.
Wait, introduce me how you would introduce me if I was, going to go on the stage.
And now, Evie Barriga.
That's all you would say?
What do you want me to say?
I gave you such a good... You might know him from ABC's drama Homeland. He's been on a bunch of funny stuff. He's been on Conan. This guy's
That is not an ABC drama. I would know.
This is a fictional world that I'm creating. You guys probably know him from
I was on a
NBC's
drama and I'm a comedian. I'm starting to find flaws with this.
You guys have probably seen him. He's all over the place. This guy's all over the place. He's been on Dana Carvey's Impressions, and
he's been on Dana Carvey's Impressions.
He has performed at the Hollywood Bowl. Give a big round of applause for my friend, really the wickedly talented Joseph Roosevelt.
Hey. Hey, how you doing? How you guys doing tonight?
This is terrible.
You know what's weird? When you do stand-up and you do these shows, they ask you how you want to be introduced.
Like the little blurb?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you say?
And I never have anything witty. I write down that your next comedian lives in the Valley or he's from Studio City.
I like that.
Because it's just kind of like, what am I going to say? Like,
right. What if you gave him your set to say?
It's just like a page. I go, this is my intro.
And he goes,
Your next comedian is, what's the deal with Colombians? Also, you guys have a lot of fruit flies? They're landing on me lately. And he's just like, he just keeps going. He does the whole entire thing.
Bit. And they laugh really hard.
And then I just go up and they go, and now Joseph Roosevelt. And I just go, thank you.
That was my set.
I was feeling a little winded. My voice was hurting tonight. I had him do it.
He performed it.
Yeah.
What was that one joke that guy said that it was always like, oh, what if a stand-up comedian was... Is this boring you?
No, it's just yawning.
What is... Do you remember that? He's like, what if a stand-up comedian was like a rapper or something? And then...
This is like a Kevin Hart thing.
Oh, really?
Kevin Hart does the whole thing about the hip-hop and...
No, but he was saying like, oh, now coming up to the stage, the main man, he has a humidifier, then he has a dehumidifier.
What?
He takes Claritin, Zyrtec, something.
Are they introducing you?
No.
You take all that.
I know I do, but that was not supposed to be... You don't remember that bit?
Wait a minute. No.
It's
what?
Should I just say it?
Yeah.
It's that guy that we don't like.
Oh. I don't even know his name.
I don't think I know his name either.
I would say his name is Paul, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Jokes makes you go laugh a lot. Because you said that in one of the episodes. You go, a comedian named Jokes that makes it a lot laugh a lot.
Jokes that makes him laugh a lot.
Yeah, so there's just certain comedian that Evie really doesn't like.
No, well, it's not just me.
Well, who else?
You.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Okay.
You know what it is? He's icky. He makes me feel like I have to take a shower. He really does.
No,
There's something icky about it.
And it's just like kind of, yeah. And I can tell he's kind of like a creep to the general public. Half of the general public. Deduce what you will from that.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a weird thing, but like, you, what would you say is the issue? What is the issue? Because I have a theory.
Let's. Okay, we want to really get into this.
Yes, to me.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, do you want me to go first?
I want you to go first. Yeah.
To me, it's like he solved comedy. He thinks he solved comedy.
Mm-hmm.
He figured it out, and it's over.
He acts that way.
Yes.
Right.
And he delivers that way. There's no vulnerable.
Well,
even
see,
when he thinks he's being vulnerable. Go ahead.
Wait, sorry. I hate to interrupt you, but that's so interesting to me though, because I sometimes they go, oh well, you need to be confident and you need to whatever. So, but do you think it's fake confidence, or do you think it's like, what makes that difference? I know I almost said that was a physiological reaction.
It sounded electronic through my hip. I can't even do it. You were like one of those.
Have I ever showed you that Jane Goodall video? Where she goes, hello. She imitates. She goes, welcome to the Institute, or whatever, and then she goes, I'm going to greet you with a chimp greeting. And you're just like, what?
But she does it for like 2 minutes, and it keeps going. And there's no like, she's very soft-spoken. And I love the monkeys in the tropical jungle of Madagascar. And I would love to say good morning to you the way that the monkey greets them. And she just goes. Yeah. There's no like, you go, is that coming out of the same person?
Right.
Yeah, that was a good video.
But anyway, what were we saying about that?
You were saying confidence.
What distinguishes him from actual confidence?
No, I think he has confidence.
But you think it's feigned, or it's too much, or what?
It's just icky. I just don't like him. I think sometimes you got to be so confident to do any of this, right? But then there's also like people that are confident and they're still just not funny. And I think he's one of those. Right. Like he's too confident, like too smug. I think he's smug. That's what it is. He's not confident. He's smug. He'll say a punchline and then just kind of like look into the crowd like.
Right. You receive that?
Yeah, like
you guys got that?
Don't look at me like that. You're making me sweat.
Right.
I can smell your upper lip from here.
Right.
Jesus. He does that whole. Well, I'm hesitant to say it, but.
Well, that'll really out him.
The bit.
I think.
Yeah, I know, because he thinks it's hilarious. Like it's his main thing.
No, but that'll really kind of put it.
His bit is kind of funny.
It's good.
It's kind of funny.
No, it's good.
Yeah. So see, we can even see that even if we don't like the comic, you can go, oh yeah, I just don't like that. I mean, that bit was still good though. It's like Taylor Swift releasing a good song. I don't like Taylor Swift, but you know.
But she could every once in a while, something.
She could release a good song.
Strikes your ear, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she has some good songs.
I think he knows. No. Which one do you like?
I've been 16 and then on the bleachers. He's
that was from like 10 years ago.
I'm selling T-shirts.
She did that in day, and I'm thinking about it.
She went on Tiny Desk. Like NPR's Tiny Desk, and because I think everybody doesn't think that she writes her songs.
I think she writes her songs.
Well, but it was funny because if you watch that Tiny Desk, before she introduces any song, she goes, "And I wrote this song in my house on my piano," and it's like very, like okay,
angry.
Well, yeah, and it's very like okay, we get it. You wrote the song. Watch that Tiny Desk back. Seriously.
She does it before every song?
Before every single song, she goes, and I picked up the guitar. What the fuck?
That happens all the time. I don't know why that does it.
That really scared me.
Well,
I thought like lights, camera, action. Like I was like.
You look over there in Alfred Hitchcock and like, they have a bunch of cameras. So the iMac in my room just turned on. For the people that don't know, it just turned on by itself.
That'd be so weird if you like were recording it out. You were like streaming it out to the world without my knowing or something. Do you know what I mean?
All of a sudden you just hear, ah, and I go, oh shit. And we're actually live on Twitch or something.
Right, and there's like millions of people watching. Because in this fantasy, we are successful.
But yeah, that kind of is a fantasy that millions of people would just be laughing at whatever we did.
Can you imagine making 1 million people laugh though? I don't think I would want that.
Well, I don't think there's a venue that can hold 1 million people.
I know, but even that thought, like the thought that I could be into 1 million minds and go, the chemistry of it, I don't want it.
You don't want it?
No, I think it seems way too crazy.
Well, aren't you like trying to like do comedy professionally?
But I think if you were to make 1 million people laugh, I think that becomes. It almost becomes like propaganda. It almost like the way of Hitler, or like, it's like propaganda.
I mean, maybe if you're doing it, but I mean, there's plenty of comedians that sell out arenas and.
But I'm saying, like, you say one thing, and that one thing makes 1 million people laugh at the same time globally. That's kind of bizarre.
Well, I mean, that would be bizarre. Like people in their car, and they go. Today, there was a pileup on the I-5 because Eddie Barriga was so funny at his little venue on Melrose.
And it
was somehow broadcast. And everyone just laughed at the same time. Yeah, that would be weird.
You get what I'm
That'd
saying,
be like
though, right?
Friggin' Hitchcock. Some sort of... Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
But I want infinite crowd. You don't want infinite crowd?
To people laugh? To make people laugh?
Yeah, if you could fit 1 million people in a room, you wouldn't want to, like...
No, I'm starting to really realize that I think I'm okay making the people laugh that laugh. You know what I mean? Like, if it's 3 or 4 or 5, or like you kind of just go. You look, your circle gets smaller and smaller.
No, that's fine. But I mean, like in a performance.
Oh, right.
Don't you want to like, you want the biggest crowd possible?
Make everybody. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I think you do.
Really?
You really want to sell out that crowd, yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying, but I'm saying, like, what's the difference between a sold out like 200 seat theater versus like a sold out whatever. I guess I've never experienced like imagine like 70,000 people, but I feel like
me either.
Would you want that?
Yeah, of course. Why would you not want that? Why would you not want 70,000 people laughing at you?
I don't know, because at some point I feel like I feel like it's just
gets weird.
So surreal, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, I just watched the Bill Burr special,
the
latest one on Netflix. And, you know, I don't know how many people it is, but it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people.
At the... Okay.
I see a lot of heads. A lot of heads in the crowd.
I couldn't count all of them, but there was a lot of people there.
I could see like at least 5, you know, at least 5 at once.
That's helpful. Okay.
No, it was like, I would say thousands of people. Thousands.
Okay.
Hundreds to thousands.
Hundreds to thousands. Okay.
He just watch the thing. It's packed with all these people, and he doesn't do stand up any differently, is what I would say.
Yeah,
but the laughs when they do happen are that much bigger.
I guess that's true. Well, I can only I guess now I'm thinking, because like I or like you've seen Amy Schumer or whatever at larger venues, and when the whole crowd is laughing, there really is something like, and you've been at like say the Groundlings or a smaller theater where likewise when everyone's laughing, do you notice the two like?
Oh,
but does that make sense? Like
that's like ordering a sample at the Subway versus the footlong.
Right,
like,
right.
Of course, the footlong is better.
Right.
But yeah.
But you think being on the other end, being like the Amy Schumer or whatever,
the performer.
Yeah, like do you think that you really sort of noticed the difference between the two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never like had to stop because they were laughing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, if you just multiply that by 70,000,
by thousands,
it's gonna be like, it's just gonna be louder and bigger.
Yeah, right. That's what and I guess at what point, I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, at what point is there a ceiling that you kind of go, do you get what I'm saying? Like, at what point is it a problem? Well, no, or not even a problem.
It's inhibiting you?
No. I'm saying, like, at what point do you not even notice, like, where is that line where is it 50,000, is it 20,000, is it 200, is it 300, to where even if it's killing is killing, right? But like
Yeah.
at what point does it become
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like whether it's 1 million, whether it's 2 million, whether
It's like having an orgy with 300 people
right.
versus 3,000 people. You were still in an orgy.
Exactly, and it still felt great.
Yeah, and you had all different types of bodies, and
I
they all came at the same time. Yeah.
That's so to orchestrate 300 orgasms at the same time. The logistics,
like a conductor, and 1, 2, 3, and then when I go down, we're all gonna come at the same time.
I think about like, you know how difficult that would be for whoever is orchestrating all of that. Forget trying to get actors on.
You'd have to get like a Slotted. You remember Slotted? that website where you pick a time and a day,
right?
And everyone has to put their vote in.
And it's a big spreadsheet, and there's like it's all filled out.
It goes, who wants to come at 9 a.m.? We're going to shoot for 24 hours. No, you know what I will say is that a lot of performers are trained to orgasm. Or like,
we're talking about
have you ever held an orgasm? We're getting a little bit blue, and maybe the word gratuitous gets out there. But listen, have you ever been able to hold an orgasm?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's probably what a porn actor does.
Well, I heard a lot of them also are like on pills and stuff, and they like
pills
for men. Yeah, I think they like a lot of them. They take Viagra or Cialis or whatever, and just to kind of like prolong it as long as possible too.
Yeah, and then they get fluffed.
Yeah, what is fluffing?
I don't really know, but I think it's somebody that comes in with a glove, and then they like.
I've been saying fluff your nuts a lot, and I don't know.
Oh, well, that means like.
I'm not trying to fluff your nuts.
Blow smoke up your ass.
Yeah, right.
It's synonymous with that.
Right. Okay, I've been using it right.
Yeah. My ex was like saying that I had a good show or something one time, and I was like, yeah, but I was poking holes. I was like, yeah, but I kind of fucked up when I did this or whatever. And he goes, you know what? I'm not going to fluff your nuts and then have you try to poke holes in it. He goes,
Whoa.
I'm giving you a compliment. Just move on. I'm not going to stand here and fluff you want me to keep fluffing your nuts. I'm not going to fluff your nuts.
Wow.
He kept saying fluff your nuts.
Right. With no and it was not intended to be funny or anything?
No. But that's how I learned what fluff your nuts is.
Right.
But you know what a fluffer is. They have to keep the performer
erect?
Mm-hmm.
And
There's
what do they
your
do?
favorite word.
Huh?
There's
my favorite word?
Erect.
It's a good word, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but that's weird. Like, what do you mean? What do they do? A little dance and song and dance to keep him erect? Like, what? Do they need help?
That was Morse code.
Do they need help?
Hold on, he did 3 taps and then another 3. You think we're too loud or something?
I can only hear this, so maybe like.
No, he does that sometimes.
I have no idea.
Sometimes he taps things on the kitchen counter.
Oh, that's probably what it is, yeah.
But yeah, but I think to myself, the timing of it is kind of like
opportune.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
Well, I told you
It'll be when I'm making a lot of noise.
Yeah, I told you about or you knew about my last apartment where it was like I was living with the person upstairs.
Yeah, you had an elephant living above you.
Right. You had to be, what did you say? It had to be zoned for a zoo or something? That was funny.
Yeah, I told you to put a sign in your front yard.
Right.
This area needs to be zoned as a zoo.
This is a zoo. No, but it does. But like what you're saying, it kind of you almost go like, yeah, are you listening to me, or are we?
Yeah, it's kind of weird
in the same space.
What the fuck was that?
This is all sorts of sounds.
No, I know, and I've heard him sneeze before.
Oh yeah.
I've heard him yell at his dogs, and he goes, "Come, what the fuck is going on?"
Oh my god!
I've heard him say that. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Those walls are thin. This wall is really thick.
Right.
Sometimes I think that this neighbor behind me doesn't talk
at all.
I've heard her talking one time since I've lived here.
But some people don't talk. I've never heard the voice of my upstairs neighbor. I hear him walking around, but I've never heard him on a call. Nothing.
That's bizarre.
Meanwhile, I'm in my bathroom going all day.
Oh, I do that in the bathroom all the time.
Coward.
But would you say that he's not talking, or maybe the floor is thick?
No, because I think I would hear him.
So he's just not talking.
He's
People don't
silent.
talk.
Can you imagine going about your day silent?
No,
That's terrible.
Shitty. That's shitty.
Yeah.
You gotta talk. Sometimes I go, Joe, you can do this, or like,
oh,
Joe,
really?
come on, don't slack off. Oh, I talk.
That's an affirmation.
Oh, I do affirmations.
Wow.
I do, yeah.
But do you do it?
I look in the mirror and I go, you can do this.
But do you do it like knowing that it's an affirmation, or do you go, okay, time for my affirmation, Joe, you can do this?
No, I don't say out loud. Time for my affirmation now.
I know.
It is 9 o'clock.
I know you don't say it out loud, but I'm saying, do you say it in your head? You go, okay, I need some affirming. Let me go to the...
No, it's when I get nervous or stressed out or like...
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have problems. And I go like... No, I go like, oh my God, I'm like, I don't know if I can do this audition, or if I can do this, whatever.
Right.
And I'll go, you can do this, Joe. Come on, you can do this.
You do it like that? Yeah.
Come on, believe in yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't do that?
No. I don't. I should. I don't. I do that when I run sometimes.
You go, come on, I can do this?
Well, sometimes when I run, I do this thing where, you like want to stop running or you want to quit or whatever. And then I'll go, okay, if you don't run fast right now, then you're not going to, be in this movie or whatever.
I do that at the gym.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
And then I fight through it. I go, and then I'm going to be in it.
You know what I do before I go to the gym?
What's that?
I go to the room and I get the mirror all ready and I take my shirt off in the mirror. And
Whoa.
seriously, I look at myself and I go, are you okay with this? Are
you
you
say
okay?
that out loud?
No, but I mean, I think it.
Okay.
I think to myself, this is your motivation to work out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to continue to look like this saggy person? With these big water balloons on your chest? Do you want to look like this?
Right.
And it motivates. It really motivates me. Because if I just
like
go to
that doesn't sound good.
Self-destruction?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'm mean to myself.
Well, I sometimes will wake up and I'll go, why? Like, why did I wake up? And I'll say that out loud.
Why, do you have a bad day? Or do you have
No, I literally will just wake up and I will go, again? I seriously, I'll go again and I go, why did I wake up?
It's funny because I got vaccinated for monkeypox yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And they make you stay in one area after you get vaccinated. And so you have to sit there for 15 minutes in case you start to die. You start to have an allergic reaction.
Oh, they kind of they kind of monitor you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to get really hot. I don't know why. I started to feel really hot.
Really?
But that was the only symptom.
Okay.
But for a split second, I thought to myself, I'm going to die. And you want to know what the next thought was?
What did you think? Yeah.
About damn time.
Really?
Why are we laughing at that? I don't know. But that literally was it. I thought to myself, about damn time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not a good thought.
And it was said just like that in my head. About damn time.
Really?
Yeah.
And that's so funny though, because you probably had the thought, didn't even think about. It's not like you were like, about damn time, my job, blah blah blah, and like, what am I trying to say? Like, about damn time, I can't wait to get away from this and this and this and this and this problem and that problem and that problem. Like, you don't think that in the moment. You just like have the thought. And then...
Like, you don't think like, oh, I got out of my work meeting and those taxes I didn't pay and...
Well, actually, because now we're actually getting into this because it's like...
Yeah.
I talked to my therapist about this and she was like, you have that thought for a reason. And a lot of times you can trace back what those reasons are. Like a lot of times it was because I was unhappy in my job. And so I would... you could trace it back and be like, well, I'm unfulfilled. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not doing the things I want to do, blah, 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 blah. So it's like, it's all, but it's like you have that thought and you just kind of go, whoa, like, I didn't even realize.
That's a bad thought.
Well, yeah, and you don't even realize that, like, you've been accumulating all of these things that have, you don't get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's accumulated and it's become this like, thought. And it formed.
Yeah, because you go, I would have only arrived here at this, like, comfort with like
yes,
dying.
Yes.
But not even a comfort with dying, like a Yeah.
Well, no, you were awaiting it apparently. In your thought.
Yeah. Like a really self-destructive. It's self-destructive.
Well, yeah, and that thought to say about damn time, it's to go. Why couldn't I have come sooner?
I'm just laughing at your face.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You just look like Big Bird for a second. I
Big
don't know.
Bird?
I don't know.
Well, that's what everyone wants to hear.
Well, so wait,
you just look like this fucking hideous cartoon.
You look like that one character from television, and you're like, who? Like Tom Hardy or Tom Cruise? No, he's like he's
kind of hideous.
He's a lovable character. Oh yeah, the bird, the big yellow bird
with the huge fucking nose. And
he's actually a puppet.
Weird body, yeah.
But anyways, it's a self-destructive thought, and it passed my mind.
Yeah.
But
sorry to hear that.
But I also sometimes go, well, maybe I'm comfortable with like the fact that I'm gonna die. I don't know.
Well, I'm pretty comfortable with it, I think. I don't know. Sometimes, I used to have this thought, like it was a thought of like, I'm afraid of dying because I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to accomplish what I want and whatever. But I'm starting to get rid of that notion. I'm working on it, where I kind of go, I should be ready to die at any moment.
Yeah.
Meaning, if I died right now, I was living so presently in this moment that you know what I mean? Like I would have a great conversation with my friend Joe, blah 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 blah. There's nothing that I'm missing. Yeah. Really.
So like live in such a way. That's why they say live like it might be your last day.
Right.
Yeah, I understand that.
To where if they were to cut things off right now.
Kiss the person that you've always wanted to kiss.
Goodbye.
Say the things that you wanted to always... Would you just say goodbye?
Or I guess, because I was saying kiss them goodbye, but that would
buy those shoes that you always wanted to buy. Or
yes, exactly. And I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I do it perfectly, but I'm saying I try. That's what I'm leaning towards. I try not to be like, let me, wait to buy those shoes or whatever.